This is Unity Broadcasting Online Television, connecting voices. This is Unity Broadcasting Online Television, connecting voices.
Unity Broadcasting Television don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform Salon people home and abroad. TV don't come.
For developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize and inform we all.
For developments now we nation salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come.
For developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize and inform we all.
For developments now we nation salon.
We now independent media house. We dey here for unify, sensitize and inform. Sierra Leoneans home and abroad.
We dey here so for talk, but wetin dey happen? Political discussion.
You for know about salon politics.
Religious messages, entertainment self no go left bien.
We no go left nothing bien no.
TV don't come.
For developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize and inform we all.
For developments now we nation salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come.
For developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize and inform we all.
For developments now we nation salon.
This not the team them where we dey talk about
Sierra Leone political history,
defeating the lives of fake people.
Waiting they be na social media.
One-on-one interview, we go bring you all the hot topics.
Unity Broadcasting TV say,
and we let peace and better salon.
All right, good morning. A beautiful Wednesday, midweek edition of the program Unity Morning Show, where they come to you live from Unity Broadcasting Online Television, always from we studios at 48 Siaka Stephen Street, San Freetown. And as usual, we will present this edition of the program to you. Her name Yusuf Mosire Suma.
And my name is Elizabeth Kefwe Gembe. Sierra Leoneans, it has been a great opportunity whereby we discuss this drug prevalence in our country. We don't bring a lot of actors then at this stage. As of yesterday, we see on social media the head of the anti-drug where it explains somebody way for done with a huge, according to them, with a huge amount of drug where then go raid them, go investigate them. They jump over the fence, 3-story building, and if for done. We are yet to confirm, even though yes, in picture na Jack Kai we see, but we are yet to confirm. So this morning, Sierra Leoneans, we will get to the studio the Director, National Drug Law Enforcement, when Ibrahim Samuel Duba, and then we go get Abdul Karim Will, where himself now the Director, Strategic Communication, Office of National Security. Of recent, we see where them burn huge amount of drugs. But the question where we Unity Broadcasting they ask Naya, if burning, seizing, or even destroying then drugs then, now something where it good or it go end this menace. Again, the question we'll go put to them, even though we'll not get a health expert inside the studio, we'll put a question also to them whether this not go cause public hazard or it not go cause another chain. When I all know say a person they smoke, you where they smoke not to you sick. Now the person where they near you, now go end up sometimes for sick because we get chain smoking. So those smoke or destruction waiting now they get focused. Now continue for stay with we. This is Unity Broadcasting Online Television.
Indeed, so you the watcher, you get a chance and opportunity for sending you comments, text message or SMS on the number +232 76 946 948, or you can drop your comments on our Facebook page, YouTube, or any other platform where you watch it from. One for take a quick commercial break. I will come back and continue the program. Good morning.
Corruption, let me country, ain't no good old. As government and stakeholder them, they continue for implement the Productive Social Safety Net and Youth Employment Program, PSSNYE, where World Bank be don give Salon government $42 million for. National Commission for Social Action, NACSA, they use part of this amount for transfer money to us and family them. We poor pass smart. Now area them will not receive nothing yet through the Social Safety Net Program. For sake of this, government will extend this facility to new hostel we pour the money. Same way so, NACSA, they use part of this money for give money to Salon people for start their own business, train and mentor people them, and connect them for agricultural program them where the government and non-governmental organization body them they operate. NACSA they also give this money to over 7,000 youths them or provide them with short-term work opportunity them upline through the Sustainable Cash for Work program.
As all this dey be, Freetown City Council go use spend this money for about over 6,000 youths them for clean the city and do other public work them na Freetown.
The National Youth Commission NACOM go use some of this money for support new and old youth group them for open their own business them na Freetown. Inside they go able get access to money, training and counseling, but how for improve their own business them.
And then go implement this program na Bo, Makeni, Kenema, Port Loko and Freetown.
For complaints, comments and inquiries, call Anti-Corruption Commission on 077-985-985 or 077-986-986 or toll-free line on Africell, QCell and Orange 8515. This message will come out from the Anti-Corruption Commission ACC with support from the World Bank, UNICEF and the government of Sierra Leone.
Since 2002, NASIT has consistently ensured that all NASIT pensioners enjoy life and a peace of mind while spending time with family after years of hard work. Therefore, the public is hereby informed. The National Social Security and Insurance Trust, NASIT, will conduct a nationwide verification exercise for all NASIT retirement pensioners from the 1st of October to the 31st of December 2025. All pensioners must now report to the nearest NASIT office for verification. Pensioners who fail to be verified by the 31st December 2025 will have their pensions stopped and can only be reinstated after physical verification.
But what documents must I bring along for verification?
1. Your NASIT pension card. 2. Benefit payment voucher, if available. 3. Personal ID. That is, national ID or driver's license or passport or voter's ID or NCRA certificate. And 4. Your bank identification card.
But my uncle is a NASIT retirement pensioner staying out of Sierra Leone. What must he do?
It's easy. He must provide the following. 1. A notarized life certificate with the name, pension number and a recent passport photo. 2. Proof of staying abroad. 3. All documents must be scanned and sent via email to publicaffairs@nasit.org.sl or send all hard copies directly to the Director General of NASIT at number 32 Walpole Street, Freetown. We count on your cooperation to promote an effective and efficient social security scheme. NASIT, we care.
All right, good morning back. Welcome to the program Unity Morning Show, the midweek edition for this week. And we present this program to you. My name is Yusuf Moseswa and my co-presenter Elizabeth Kefwe Kembe. Well, inside the studios this morning, we just joined by Abdul Karim Will, talking for the Office of the National Security, where the will discuss about drug business in the country. So we're going to ask a lot of questions we're going to do around the security or Office of the National Security. They walk into the fight against drugs in the country. Good morning, Abdul Karim. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. Thank you for getting me. Particularly so happy for there that my first meeting at this very beautiful studios.
Okay. So we're glad to get you as well. I hope for the get you as time.
Certainly I will.
So we did discuss around the drug issue in the country, and we can't talk about drug. We not made mention of about security business. So we want to ask the question first and foremost: what is going to be the role of awareness into this fight?
Okay. Traditionally, the role of the Office of National Security now for provide overall coordination for the security sector. The offices has been coming to being in 2002 after the country brutal civil war. That will be on account of the lessons we learned, the period before the war, during the war, and immediately after the war. Before that 10 day, I've been thinking, and rightly so, by we leaders then, including international partners, that the security system at Salone will be largely loose. Loose in the sense, even though we may get all of the relevant security institutions or agencies or forces, everybody be they function in silos. We mean say all man they do in work without much reference to the other person. And within that they been lead to, one, we go into war, a very bloody civil war. We become not only long but difficult to pursue. And the consequences, the dangers, the troubles with the war cause is so big that even as I talk, over 20 years after the war, we still get the aftermath of the war. I mean, people get their hands amputated, families they scatter, shattered forever, properties worth millions of leons destroyed. Totally, the fabric of society being badly affected. And so, after the war, I've been thinking, say, we need to get a civilian institution. We will provide the coordination, for provide a platform for all of the security sector players for can function. And it will lead me to a shift from the traditional thinking or definition of security. The traditional thinking of security then now being security more for physical protection of lives and property. But the new modern security, it look at the entirety of the human being. So now people-centered security. Therefore, the institutions really provide security services need for be coordinated, they need for they together, they need for speak with one voice, we're credible for providing services that they, and also properties and individuals. Rather, if it be a situation where every other person in a society, we get a role for play in, i.e. development, stability, and everything we go, you know, avoid boss na any community, na the country, na the district and chiefdom levels, they go play their own role effectively. So by that kind of arrangement there, we now get a new national security architecture. We accommodate every player, civilians, local leaders, youth groups. They come now sit down depending on the platform we provide for can discuss ordinarily the security challenges which they affect in that community day. Because the thinking, and I should say right so for things so, that outside problems day, development not go take place day. Or even if it take place, it not go be sustainable. So it means peace and security are two bedfellows. You know, they divorce one from the other. So if you want for let development thrive, then you get forget a conducive atmosphere outside that development will take place. So the ONS, they provide that overarching coordination for anything we get for do with security. We get the tendency for hamburging the peace of communities. So at the national level, we get the National Security Council group where the president, nine a chairperson, and it populated by other people we drawn from various government ministries. We get the National Security Council at the national level. We get at the provincial level, we get the provincial committees, we get the district committees, we get the chiefdom committee. And all of them committees are populated by the relevant stakeholders at each of them community. Let us say, for example, at the chiefdom level, we get the Chiefdom Security Committee, for short we can call it CHISEC. And then we get them across now all of the border communities and focal chiefdoms across the country. The paramount chiefs of their chiefdom then they. Now they are chairpersons of that committee. So it is sit down with the military commander at that ground, the police commander, Mami Queen, youth group, and other important people them will constitute the development of that community with the ONS providing that coordination for bringing them together, for letting them meet in the whole, either on a weekly basis, fortnightly basis, or quarterly basis, or even daily basis as the case may be. So the Office of National Security SSID be headed by a National Security Coordinator, when they pull the strings for all of the security forces and security agencies, all geared towards achieving the overall objective for let peace and development thrive in the country.
All right, that's a very good one from the Office of the National Security. Before I ask you this question, Lord, just welcome another guest at the program, Samuel. Very good morning and welcome to the program. When you happy forget you come out from NDLEA, and we, of course, we didn't talk about drug for now on an MD play, so we're glad for getting at the studio. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, viewers.
Okay. So, Abdul Karim, before me colleague they can inside, let's ask this question. Since una the target the work in coordinating security, like you say una get CHISEC, I'm sure PROSEC and all the DISEC are only under ONS coordination. Since this drug business, FETS business starts, we don't get any situations on get community meetings, chiefdom level, district level, provincial level for, help into the fight of this drug business.
So part of the mode of operation for all the committees, not only for me, say for example at the provincial level, who say the resident minister, for example, that province in a chairperson, or supported by the provincial secretary, or the district council chairperson in collaboration with the district officer for letting the meet now offices no more. Depending on the prevailing situation, then go determine the venue for the next meeting. So whether a drug-related issue, whether the issue relating to smuggling activities where they affect the district, whether issues relating to suspicion of illegal activities we go ordinarily Hamburg in that community day in peace, depending on who say it happen, then they move them go to that community day, so that they get outreach meetings all of the time. And following for some time now, we contention with issues relating to drug misuse, drug abuse, cultivation, and that kind of thing. Then kind external meetings then they take place effectively, not only at the district of the town or chief of medical town, depending on whose side we think say don't be designated as a gray area. The committee and the membership they move to the community then, involve the people within that community there, and get engagement with them. The national security coordinator at the national level don't prioritize, then kind of meeting the way they bring various actors them to the table, because the committee is flexible, even though it gets a statutory membership, but it also make provision for co-opt other people them, depending on the situation where you get at hand. Then go determine which agency you need for target. So something in the National Security Council Coordinating Group, we are the second highest body for the consideration and the determination of all matters relating to security. It meets on a fortnightly basis. But if situations we almost become potential threat to national security, it can be constituted into an expanded national security council coordinating group. We call it E2NSC. So they say they will be get corona or Ebola. That committee they now co-opt, say for example the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, or can join the fight, EPA, anybody will get something for do, we really handy in terms of addressing that potential or existential threat to the security of the country will now be co-opted. And that thing now, we don't now be collapsed into an E2 NSCCG. It will now meet more frequently than it can meet, because normally now after every 2 weeks size for meet, come rain, come shine. But if something day now, when a real problem, where they threaten the security of the country, it can meet even on a daily basis. In the end now, we even get international partners, non-governmental organizations, for mobilize resources, for mobilize people, for talk about areas relating to communication, engaging communities, for letting conscientize them in relation to what they happen. So yes, if for answer your question, ever since we now get this challenge, because of the biggest elephant now, we get to the room. The issue relating to kush, misuse of tramadol, and all of them illegal substances them where they get external outreach meetings for ensure say one, we conscientize communities on the dangers behind that kind of behavior, and also for solicit their support, for let them help law enforcement, for help them and let them understand say the security where people in provide, where police, for example, where NDLE, where ONSA provide, now for and on them behalf. And so if they take action, for let that action they be sustainable, and for let that action they get the required fruits, you get forget the support, you get forget the buy-in. So now that's the reason so we can go most often for engaging community at the community outreach level.
All right. Abdul, that's a very good explanation, but we're not going to talk about drugs. We're not really talk about the individual, or we're not talk to the individual. So like this morning, we get Samuel Duba inside the studio. Samuel Duba, now the director of National Drug Law Enforcement. So, Samuel, now we don't see them today, see. You know, Master Sabi man, you know, the communications head, you know, the one where they talk for them drug people there. Then there we see Una go born, according to Una, huge amount of drug. Tell we or give a rundown of the quantity, the type, and the location Una go born then drugs in.
Okay, thank you very much. But before I want to make one small correction. The NDLA, the hierarchy of the NDLA now we executive director, Chief Anduja Kaikai. Okay. Me na director for drug prevention, education and training. Okay. I be just want to make that clarity. The director for NDLA might send a different picture. And I know I can take me boss in shoe where go beat for me for training. All right. So the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, as Mr. Will Lon talk, Mr. Will na one of we boss them in terms of security arrangements. The Office of National Security sits at the top of security affairs when it comes to national security in Sierra Leone. So the security architecture would operate with in terms of drug fight. We get, of course, the TUCU, where they call the Transnational Organized Crime Unit, and TUCU comprises of different security architecture, comprises of the ONS, comprises of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, the police, the military, FISU, CISA, even up to Ministry of Social Welfare, we have to do with child trafficking. You understand? So there's a whole lot of security structure where we get the NRA, we get the customs, all of that comprises of that security architecture, that framework there of TUCU. So the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, they work in collaboration with all of the security structures they have for ensure, say, one, we keep the borders of this country safe. Two, we keep people and civilians, citizens of this country, foreigners of this country safe against the threat or harm-related causes of drug or other harmful substances. So last week, or the 12th of this month, we will do this destruction. This sort of one of this something will happen at the third time this inside this year. And each time we do then destruction there, in terms of quantity, in terms of street value, it's over 100 million. In terms of dollars or loans, it's a real cost of money. And why we continuously do then destruction here? Now for increase the community confidence. Because one, we want to let the community get the confidence for say the efforts, then whether they communicate, then drug-related crimes or then drug-related activities there, it don't they go in vain. And when we go there, we make the arrest there. Now the aftermath of them causes then they make with the bond then thing there. It as well they improve the awareness to communities for sure say then drugs there will they prevent them from making all recycle back into the market. Because if the drugs then they long in custody, what till they happen? There is a possibility of risks for making them drugs there disappear in the custody there and they will be recycled into the market space again. But that they give assurance to the public for say then drugs they need to keep them for doing any other thing with them, but they are being destroyed, they are being incinerated, burning, you understand? So that the public go see, and make what they do that in a year. On normal cases, we they invite media houses, we they invite civil society group, we they invite the religious bodies, we they invite the public for witness and destruction here, so that people will know say, no to something what they do underground, not to something what they will get special magic about, but for make them get the awareness and confidence in the security sector, for no say some of them things here will they really happen. So the types of drugs it varies. We get kush, jamba, we get cocaine, we get then chemicals them. Of course, for chemicals you don't burn them, but we dey waste them. You understand? The one that will be good, they will see the two sides. They will create the one side winner for the burning, the other side winner for the destruction of them chemicals. And they where it be say they get the hole, they get the sand, so that at the end of the day when they pour them, it absorb, it go down, and nobody no go get used for them again. So we they do all them things there. The cocaine, it was really, really massive. You get cocaine the way be say, then disguise them in the form of candy. You go. I feel so when I don't see some of them things like bonobon. Then disguise them like bonobon chocolate. You know, then disguise them. We get now candies, sweets them. We be say these are drugs, these are devices for make the drugs trade look attractive. You understand? So that they go able to lure with young people them into using them thing, then they for we go harm them. So all of them thing there, now some of them reason they make the agency and we other security structure, they emphasize and continuously for do them destructions there.
Samuel, you say in normal cases, one can invite media house and other people there. So in this case, would not the individuals they want to be invited in this destruction? So
my apologies to Unity, and I really, really apologize, and that is a genuine. Okay. I be feel say I do some random calls them. Because actually, Mr. Will, I coordinate them particular media with them, but ABI actually rely on me for able for coordinate some of them media houses and they unfortunately I not be able for contact Unity Media House, and that now a real I would say is not intentional. Yes. I really apologize to Unity, but be rest assured for subsequent activities we get for entails media involvement or media coverage, we're not going to be rest assured for that.
All right. So now we come to the street value. Besides the street value, there are claims we will not get security apparatus right now. The ONS bossman there, we in charge of media. Claims then they say most of the time waiting una can say or waiting una they talk say now una they born, not una they born. Before the thing they go there, una don't switch am. How you go attest to that? Because claim been there, I remember one time where they say that they don't born cocaine. The next minute people then come again on social media and allow oh, not see an empty paper then this and that. How you go attest to that? Is it true?
So I can always they say people get rights to their opinion, but you go find where people they get rights to their opinion, make them be very objective. Me, let people get objective criticism mindset. If you they criticize, be very objective in how you they criticize. We not get no reason for fake the public say we they go burn cocaine, they'll go burn other thing else. We not get no reason for do that. Then thing then they were displayed. And everybody saw them, not to just like, we go no more, go put them for burn. Then see where they open the packet, because cocaine is powdered something. You understand? You not believe, you get the right for good test. You understand?
Una can allow them for
of course, test, if you want believe.
Okay.
If you know,
una can allow them?
Yes.
All right. Una don't ever be.
We they do that. Now make what they go, we they put it on display. You want get touch, you want get feel. For let you believe say na this time they don't wait to serve, you go do them.
Imagine somebody go feel a man.
Yes, that similar something like that happened.
You go feel high.
The time we they destroy that Captagon. You understand? We get one or two people will not be believe say na Captagon. When one person take one of that tab, entire body. Pass so they begin for enough for pour water but that's the case. You will not believe say na the substance, then you can get a feel, but make sure no more say you get it at attention. Who go know say you dey try am. So we go to prepare for that aftermath.
Okay.
You understand? But honestly, these things are really, really destroyed. They were destroyed with no chances of saying anything be left or anything be doing. Say the only thing we will return back was the acetone. We destroy some of the acetone, and some of the other acetone will not be destroyed, and the one that will not be get court order for it.
Okay.
You understand? So the one that will not be get the court order for, will be get for return them back until we get court order for them. Because don't forget, all of this gets the law around them. We not just go burn something. We not just go destroy drugs. What if these are evidence that we there for be tendered in a court? So we get for wait until we get court orders. That is the right procedure in the destruction of their substances. Then they.
All right. Now, Will, let ask you this question. You nowadays, Master Sabi person, where you dey watch as security within the bonding here. But again, security comes in life also. Una they also there for secure with lives. Una can take into cognizance the effect of them drugs here. You know, say you they smoke, me not they smoke. That person they end up for even get liver disease. Una they take into cognizance the environment una they bonding drugs there.
Very well. Well, first of all, let's talk on the aspect of suspicion. In a society like this, who say anything possible for happen, anybody get right for think in a way where he thinks how they go, how he expect them for happen.
Okay.
That is clearly understandable. However, we're mindful of issues relating to chain of custody. Now that make in we interventions, we not allow one person now for preside over everything and anything, because the tendency they say everybody gets their own foibles, and so now that make we get different agencies. So even where, for example, we arrest say a container, and we cocksure say that container day after we don't search them, they get something of security interest. You know they didn't have the custody of one agency, they didn't have the custody of several agencies.
Okay.
We mean say if at any point one for open them, if now 4 people them, 4 agencies and they custody of them. Now they 4 only go able for me to able for open them and get access to them. Now for put security checks in place so that that chance for waiting really we put remain the way they way at the end of the day they go destroy and for the day would eliminate them completely. So on issues relating to environmental concerns, there are challenges. However, Toku is located in Hastings, and also it is a little secluded from the rest of the communities. Whilst incineration, open incineration, no go be the best method for do drug destruction, but if you for compare that method day to dumping, you will think say it better for let you incinerate them. So also with the burn them, the chance is very, very slim for let it go into community and cause any problem. Since all don't they do destructions, if I can remember over the years, we don't do over 10, 20 of that kind of destruction. We don't get any incident whatsoever with environmentally related. However, with a push, for let we get a machine, a big machine, where na the modern form of incinerators. It just car you put her inside there. All we they see now just the fact say the powder don't be dissolved, it no longer exists and that kind of thing. But that is something they work on and they look forward to in the future. We'll get that kind of big machine there na Toku headquarters because na the ideal ground for do that kind of thing. Did see what happened?
Sorry. So now a dumping site when I get, I don't want to put anything there. They on abandon them.
So it's not like a dumping site.
But now a ring like
a ring final like Isabi the police training school.
Oh yes.
Na Hastings. It fence right round from Hastings Junction here to go to Rugbangba Junction. I think somewhere around New York. Big gutter they will separate Toku and the rest of the community. So that the edge now they will get holes with dog. So the thing they say, we not just put it at the surface and burn them. They put her inside hole, we put fire upon them, we monitor, say the fire done, smoke don't go, then we come out there. So now that kind of thing, they mindful say that yes, like you rightly mentioned, the chances they say it will get negative effect on the community. At some point, will be they do their destruction then. One of the chemicals in fact, that's the reason we stop for put acetone or them precursor chemicals inside fire. We send an inside fire, it gets an explosion. Yeah. And then it will affect only the building na Toku day. So going forward, we stop that one day. Since acetone or them precursor chemicals and nano plant them, na liquid, we now decide say, because we know one for eliminate any chance for let somebody get access to them near the same hole,
we open and one after the other we turn them. So that liquid it dissolve and turn into dirty, then we cover them. So now that kind 10 day no more now don't get that situation, but we for correct that day going forward. So yes, so mindful and one forget a much more modern method for do that one that we do now.
All right, since when they do this method, is there a way when I go just maybe turn it into sand, grind it into sand, like then concrete materials? Then how then machine can they? If na cocaine, when I put it inside, when I turn sand pan and constantly when I mix it and then when I turn it now inside the hole. You know, if you say that method go be easier, where it not go be too hazardous.
So we look at every opportunity for do then destruction. We go be very, very safe.
Okay.
We not go give anybody any opportunity for even can take that on Sunday and get some element of cocaine residue upon them.
Okay.
Because but when you put fire upon it, don't burn them, it's useless. That would say no longer. But we look forward to any suggestions, any practical measures we go on for use. We go be much more improved than the current method, how the current way they do it. Because rightly so, when you set fire upon something, the smoke they go up the air, and consciously or unconsciously, somebody go must inhale them. And when you inhale them, then it means you need a passive kind of a particle in cocaine intake and that kind of thing. But even at that, when they go do destruction before we set the fire, people who they around the fire, then they under strict advice for letting they in PPEs or even get a face mask so that you don't go be affected.
So the question what we want to ask before me call Kame, you talk about PPEs. In this last destruction, the pictures where we see, people were not having PPEs.
Yeah.
Even some officials that will be the part of the burning, they were not having PPEs.
Especially the person will go turn the fuel
correct.
and all diesel.
Measure they will get say if you they go particular line, they let's say this is the line. Without this line, you before you cross this line, you for don't where you for don't doff in.
Yeah, so during the cause of the destruction, somebody they do they can't shape hand gloves or PPEs. The one way actually they now go inside the hole for them taking dress in PPE. Sure. However, before the fire happened, you don't necessarily require people for they in PPEs because we don't put all of the consignment inside the hole. You can do from afar and witness when they send the fire inside the hole. If you want to go team up over the fire, then the advice in your best interest are for they in face mask, so that you will be protected from any effect will come from that fire burning there. But somebody there, they can't give me a face mask, but say wear face mask because that is what they can do. And so they encourage people, whether not journalists or civil society and every other person where they can participate in that process, but let them be mindful, say, why should you go do that drug destruction, also be mindful of your own health. Because no matter which precautions we take, no matter which barriers we don't put, it also means you use your for also protect yourself. In fact, the new site who don't begin to do the destruction, it is far away from any of the structures them we could get, because they get holding centers and they cells where they do investigations for charge to court, they get people and the way they can get in custody, then they get the administrative building. Who's how they do the destruction now, it is far removed from that point there. So now that kind of thing, but like I say, we will only look for methods to go better the process, because at the end of the day, whilst they do the destruction, then we will also want for create a situation where people will be negatively impacted. Another point I want to mention, now the fact that the 12th November destruction is don't serve well as at the top, as an unprecedented moment. Because the level at which people let me show interest and turn out for can witness that event. You know, one day, we get people drawn from all walks of life, including even the clergy. They come and show concern. I think that will be the reason are because of the call way the president they make. Now the call way the security sector they make on communities, on the need for law, we all come together. Because they say, if the team where they run after you not stop, you say no for stop for run. If you continue for run, otherwise it go overwhelm you.
So they come for can confirm.
They come for can confirm, for can witness the process, and also learn from the process, so that when they engage in congregation, they will tell them about the dangerous effects of that kind. Because even before we go into destruction, people that they come and make various statements. And most of the statements and they na expert opinion then they give. Then they conscientize the public about the why you go talk say tramadol. Not we supposed to in a hospital, not we supposed to in a pharmacy for let people and take. The person from pharmacy board will tell you say yes. However, the one where they in a hospital, now the one where anybody they take the one where they prescribe for you. And secondly, if it be within a particular milligramage, 50 to 100. Anyone above that one day, not dangerous thing. If you take them, it will ruin your own life. And for also tell you say, some of them drugs they talk so, not to prohibited substance in the market. You know mean say they're not for count them, they're not for use them. However, then they're controlled. So for example, tramadol, if not the actual tramadol, even though na substance when only somebody will need her for take them, it means say that if you they go buy an a pharmacy or any side, it will be on prescription. So not to off the counter. I mean not to counter drug. It will be off the shelf. Not to one would they display. Sure. If you come, you request for them, then go inside the pharmacy and pull them and sell and give. So that person will tell you about that one day. It tell you about the dangerous effect. What thing will happen to the human system. And all of that one day. So the clergy are sure they're interested in that kind of information there. So when they conduct their sermons, for example, on the congregation, because they get large following, they will tell them about the dangers of them involved with, apart from the moral aspect of them. But even in your own physical health, if you indulge into that kind of thing, then it means you destroy yourself. And the dangers about drugs, now that they only destroy you individual self, they destroy your family, they destroy your community, and by extension, they destroy the country. Then people them picking them or their relatives them don't become victims of drug intake. Then picking they don't become a kind of a black sheep within the family. Now source of embarrassment. I should say no family, no same family member, no go on for see in picking they with sores all over. It becomes somebody will go ready for grab at anything just because you want to go get the next dose of drug and that kind of thing. So the appeal what don't they make, or they continue for repeat them. Now that this one, even though we know say some people, then they blame everything, every effort, every individual but themselves. But then they left the blame game and can't join in the fight because what thing they happen so, not only they impact one person, and not only they impact somebody now. The tendency they say it will in fact you don't picking tomorrow because we all in here we picking in our homes, then in our schools, we don't go there with them all of the time. You might not know what thing they happen around them because some people don't get hooked up into their bad behavior now on account of peer group influence. They don't be one for do them, but because it's in their society, it happen like that day. Somebody say drug business as alone, it be almost, especially they have drugs, whether na marijuana, whether na tramadol, whether na kush, it don't become ubiquitous. Like any way it's already this year. You go na schools, you go na homes, you go na communities, and that kind of thing. So the question is, if them tear they happen na communities, what in the community people they do? Because then tear they know they happen underground, not to like say in a secret society. People in the do, they see boys and to line and they do that kind of thing and they. So let we pay attention to what they happen around the areas. Let we Congo report. The NDLEA make provisions for that. 117, now the line down the way you go call for report, then kind of thing the way you suspect say you get the tendency for ruining other people picking, for ruining your own picking, or for even ruining community. People are really in drugs. Then na problem to society. Because they were an already candidate for misuse by rogue elements. If me now I want for go do bad thing, me now let's say me now bad social person, and they just go look for them and they buy 2-3 pack, I give them. So when I go attack them a person, they are ready to do so. They don't even ask what's in the reason for let you ask them for go do that kind of thing. And again, like I say, they can become pickpocketers. They do something them we ordinarily nobody no go on for do. Before now we think say now only youth them will not they in jobs or we not get something meaningful or we not come up from better homes and they day to them. But studies only prove say they far from the truth. Because some picking and they will come up from rich homes, affluent homes, where they universities, they do well, they don't become dropout, they don't go into the gutters on account of their involvement in their kind of thing. So these are menace. It's not only unique to Sierra Leone, now menace to societies around the world. Now many societies within Africa, within the Mano River Union. Now that make we welcome that development where we own Inspector General of Police for Salone. A call on a counterpart at the sub-region for let them can get a conversation on the need for let them function as a collective force for fight these menace. How we go strengthen we borders, how we go detect crime, how we go support each other in terms of investigating people where they into criminalities. People where they into criminalities, especially drug dealing, they go do anything and everything for stay afloat. Right. Because without wanting for make case for them, drug dealing na a lucrative business. The only thing about the benefit they go to few people. The harmful effect a day on the majority of the country in population. And not to we all they participate in that. In fact, the one the way no one that for happen, they need the majority. 99.99% of the population not like waiting they happen. Now few people them. So it means if we there in the majority, then we come together. We're going for the figure. Yes, they are organized. They get money. They sabi the system. They know how to meander their way and that kind of thing. But in all of the sabi, master sabi and that kind of thing, we hold a number of them. Then rates say, oh, they conduct so over the period. A number of people don't be arrested, don't be investigated, don't be sent to court. Some they in jails. Some they undergo trials on account of the involvement in that kind of thing. And that make we're happy that the judiciary, they fully now partner with the security sector for ensure say then people away into that kind of thing will not give them any opportunity because even though the drug trade lucrative, but if we make it very expensive for them, they don't go venture.
All right. So let's come to Samuel. Samuel, in the first place, you talk around protecting and making sure the borders are safe. Let's ask you this question. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, now get staff them or workers na border entry points na the country?
Yes, we get staff in Jendema, and recently we don't send staff them na Balamunia. And necessarily, when we talk about security architecture, NDLA alone no dey demand the security sector on our borders. Security architecture simply means collaboration, networking, you understand, coordinating. So, you go put NDLA alone at border, it means you just go to concern about drugs, wherein other things and they where the border need for be secured against. So, there have been this kind of security coordination, even when NDLA not be get the capacity that the border ends in, we be get the TOKU framework where they do that aspect and they report to NDLA with respect to arrest at the borders, with respect to drug catch at the borders. And mind you, we big partners in this fight, not the police. The police they get the highest in terms of capacity, they get high number. And we get the military. All of the borders that get military get police. So if they form part of the TOKU framework, then a collaboration for let we able to get equally involved in the arrest and prosecution cases then. So of course, yes, NDLA don't be part of physically now we don't get presence na the Jendema and we don't get presence na the Balabunia.
In as much as we talk about the drug issue be lucrative and financially beneficial to those we feel like say they want for gently quick. How credible them people are on a staff them and their integrity being posted at these border entry points? Because we know Salomon, right? We see money, don't be moved, forget about it and put on default.
So you get for trust your staff. You get for trust the people we do work with. And one thing where I always say, now the fact say, people need to get integrity. And so far, I want to give kudos to the one that we don't do work at the borders. I want to give them plenty big hands, big shake for me they understand say, they try them best. We not go say or vouch now for everybody in individual conduct. But I believe say, Usai we need for commend people their effort. Lord, we commend them. People don't try and they don't risk their own lives then. Mind you, when they talk about borders or integrity within the borders, We get more porous borders them. More other areas. For example, Cambia no more. Well, I remember I do something with my OpNet network. We discover over 600 or 400 to 600 porous crossing points. And all of these crossing points here, you don't get NRA in all inside and day. You don't get NDL in all inside and day. So we believe, say, now with security network and coordination with them community. Now people, now we just get to rely on this community for help with the information. So even when we go, we get to train the indigenes them, and they need something. You know, it's so interesting. There are times where we they kind of the media and when they ask some of them tricky questions there. It's like when they ticklish we for like we go public and begin tell the public what the security structure will get for able for trap that in there. But mind you, the sensitivity of the matter is the fact say, in as much as we they give them security, we give their answers there to our questions them, we they make ourselves vulnerable to the one that we they do the drug trade. Because already some of them now, this on our media is there online. People that they follow you when you don't even know. People that they will be say that they fact check what they say when you don't even know. So at the end of the day, all of these things, we they shoot ourselves back.
All right, talking about vulnerability, before my colleague continue, talking about vulnerability. One way they really go and arrest them individuals there, raid them. You know, if you say when are really vulnerable, when I get personal securities, and when some of our houses then drug, we don't talk say drug na a lucrative job. If you don't go raid me, for example, they don't hold me. You, Dubana, you hold me. You know, if you say somebody, a drug dealer has an insider, a connection. How porous or how secure are you?
So this. Now some of the reasons that they will make at least for the applaud with. Because with the risks with self-lives, with the risks with families, you understand? I just imagine look somebody they tell me say you don't train no. I don't train, but wait, like they say no more, it's a risk.
Yes.
And they tell me sir we learn this there. I they move from office to my home. I get for do something like three kind different yes, for make I just not able for be seen the move in one direction. All of that is just for able for create an extra security measures for myself.
Yeah, quick one. Also, quick one, Samuel. Also, on office. Outside, on office address day.
We office at 2 Walpole Street.
Okay.
And now we they occupy 7. We they occupy back 7 Taylor Street. You understand?
7 you mean Taylor Street na Wellington?
No, Taylor Street na Frobe.
Frobe.
By Frobe
Road.
Right.
So, but like basically, this vulnerability is something where I believe, say, Mr. Will, I think so we get for put on a special request. Honestly, because to some extent, Mr. Will, like me and you two face that they see every day. The way I would appear these few weeks, now media houses them. It look like say we need for put this on a NSCCG meeting of how they get for the assure we, although they not go give 100% assurance that God is protect. But the fact remains is, me believe in one thing, say, when you do good thing, ends now for the good of this nation, or any side where you do the right thing, then you will get the protection from God. Right. And the people that are around yourself would as well try as hard as possible. Like me, my community, I just believe say they all put efforts together for protect me. But God then get the ultimate protection. And at that no more they keep we alive, and at that they keep we encouraged in doing this work what they do. Because honestly, the risks they're so high. We they deal with an organized set of criminals. Make no mistake. Especially right now at this time, now we hear the threat in Lambra na radio. You understand? So there is a high risk with respect to vulnerability. But I just believe, say, by the grace of God, like when I don't begin come up with their issues there, we go get them from higher authorities, and then they go begin to prioritize with protection and security.
My God, that's what I hope for, and as well for giving her the support on need. Quick one, then drugs they are on a bond of recent, as of the 12th of this month, right? When will be Wednesday, right? Okay. I want to ask the questions. Are these drugs being retrieved from importers, retailers, or just smokers? Where you go buy and say, well, I go buy and smoke?
No, this are general rates. In fact, some of them are from big lords them. One thing where people know they understand with drug raids and drug arrests, people that they feel to say, if you go hold somebody in a street, they smoke the drug, you arrest them. When you read the judge's rule, when you do mass arrest, for can't do the differentiation, the judge's rule that they will get for use, for able to know who na a victim, who na a perpetrator, and who na a big lord. Investigation, the cause of investigation, now you dey know then categories and they. You dey find out say at times you can see they don't hold 10 people. You understand? Someone they go hold am because of they say na frequency. A day around the periphery of where bad or something we not supposed to do a day around that vicinity. But in the course of investigation and statement taken, they cannot say this person not get nothing to do with this thing. If now one rap you get and now president don't say the one that will the cage with one rap, because in the act it tell you say for mere possession and not tell you for how many quantity you forget. Part 3 of the NDC Act, Section 8, it say waiting for just possession of the substance, you dey go not less than 5 years imprisonment. They not quantify them, but now clemency don't dey. It say not to just the one now where it don't take them, but now we go in for who that na a perpetrator. A perpetrator can be waiting a dealer. A perpetrator go be a waiting a trafficker. A perpetrator go be a waiting a user. But within that cause a day, now in the course of investigation, now we dey differentiate. So the one that they will be say within them drugs and they, now the one that they arrest from 111, the one that will be say now in quantity, the one that will be say now in kilo, the one that will be say now in mass production. You understand? Now they all will be don't go through the court process. Now the court the order for say may they destroy them, may they not continue for the in custody.
All right, Samuel, many times we don't see the people that way now the users, they not can really point out the one that way then they sell or way then they buy it too. How wanna able get wanna lead for them rates? Then?
I'm sorry, I not going to answer that.
All right, well I can't.
No, but let's see. Quick one, Lizzie. Samuel, I mean, we don't talk a whole lot about tramadol, and when you talk about tramadol, now the card people they focus on. What about the injection? You not get anything for the drug related?
So the tramadol injection, the tramadol dissolvable one, I tell Mr. Willie last program, I tell you, the very first time for last see the dissolvable tramadol. That one is that one. If you like we get this vitamins or energy, something where they put our tie dissolve. That was my very first day for Sidandi. In fact, now the guy from pharmacy board will try for give me now a description and the kind of effect where it get more than in fact save the tablet or the injection. You understand? So drug taking we go to call increased tolerance. You understand? If you be done they take one, if I waiting they make people become polydrug users, or waiting they make people then become an addict, or waiting they resolve to the fact that somebody become a begin get disorders them in drugs. Because of we begin to look at drugs as a not to all drugs. Let me be honest here. Drugs are something where it be say in as much as we talk of a negative side. You understand? You get people where then they take out for enhance their own good work. Don't forget we have active or we have drug users were very active in their workspaces. You understand? But the thing where differentiates them, like the fact say, human beings will all get different metabolism. We all get different way how the reactors them in our system, they react to them particular substance intake them. So the dopamine where the brain they secrete, when are the neural cells, where they give the cravings, the urge, and the receptors them that the body where they attract then dopamines and they for make it become addictive na your body. A different how they work with the different metabolism. The science of addiction they tell you say addiction na a brain damaging disease. Now like any disease where anybody can get. So how everybody go take medication for malaria, for cure malaria, you understand? How your body with your malaria parasites them, and how this person in your body with your malaria parasites them, it's different. Now so the cause of addiction as well is different. So people when they take and misuse certain substances, you understand? Then the addiction level go increase. And when the addiction level increase, now that they lead to the mental health disorders then, and the other conditions the way they come with that. So for me, to some extent, I can want to look at a balanced conversation when we talk about drugs, we talk about science of addiction, and we talk about what should we do to care for those already who are victims.
All right.
In terms of discrimination, stigmatization, we have to be very, very mindful. This particular intervention, it don't get 3 ways approach. In as much as we go after the drug dealers, that is very, very concerned because the law enforcement aspect we get for take out very, very serious. But again, we get the other concern where they cater for waiting rehabilitation programs, care and treatment programs, and these are all going on simultaneously. People then they will be say they don't be addicted. Then they go through waiting withdrawal programs then. Then they go through rehabilitation programs then. And at the same time, people then do be say they don't get effect of the addiction, where they don't get sores, they don't get big, big wounds then. At the same time, they go through treatment programs then. So this now a 3-way approach. We talk of what is supply restriction, demand reduction, and waiting harm reduction. All 3 of that, now we deal with. So it's a huge capital intensive project. And mind you, this will not get no international donor funding it on this.
Okay.
It's purely Sierra Leone government involvement on this. So for say there have been any kind of international donor support on this, it's a really go attest. We even get some budget constraints for all of this. We then fight them. We then still continue for lobby with government for let government know say this na a priority now.
We don't they see when I really don't they succeed in this, and we will continue also on the media because sometimes when the media cries it out, the government listens.
Yeah.
Because the media sometimes hold the government.
So like just now the camp,
yes.
Like I see the video where you see how people can just look at things. Eh? The bad side of that I guess so they go do na God each where they don't know what's happen. Now it don't begin to spread now.
Sure.
But the thing there is this na post where they go do it. It see say this target where they come for it come on the story build up the roof, it jump. Luckily as it foot broke, but also the team be able to arrest them. Everywhere na the wall, they go arrest people, they go jump society, they die safe.
Sure.
They go broke their foot them. But the responsibility of the law enforcement now for still bring that person into book. This person has someone will be say get over 10 to 100 kilos of marijuana, jamba, kush, tramadol, all of them things. So now a big person, Andy.
Wow. Whilst we want to take a quick commercial break, Will, may I ask you this last question before the commercial break? Any plans they, as a security man, any plans they follow to engage the schools for me them begin put drug testing before they take them picking here? Because we don't see small picking and then they take drugs now, primary school. Wanna get any plans for engage the education sector for this?
Very, very important. And Dandy, when you mentioned the schools, it's saying a chilling effect on me. Because if we begin the way for take after we, they can say catch them young, either positively or negatively. If you catch them young with drugs, then we are going to have a society that is doomed. Then there is me and my brother the talk. We mentioned say the need there for law we intensify or commence school visits. One for law we get engagement with school administrators, and then we actually begin for talk to the pekin them. We want to commend Sierra Leone Grammar School, I think.
Yeah.
Now one of the schools say we don't begin random testing of them picking them because they don't declare their school as a no drug zone. Which is even sad. Now the fact say some evidence where they show say people where the school system give space, but then can sell food give to them picking them. Now they indulge and cow with drugs and sell and give them picking them. And get different ways how they can call them. They sell them in the form of juice. Jar with scotch and that kind of thing. So it is important that the school authorities they pay attention to the realities them. I know say no sensible school environment or school administration no go want that kind of thing for come near in school because it go be meaningless for let you get people away they in drugs for let you say they can't teach them anything and they even understand what they teach them. But for also call on parents on the need for let them pay attention to what happen with them picking them. So there you go, don't give picking the best of training. But if they go out and go get interaction with other people. If the other people and the way they can interact with, they get bad behavior, bad culture. The tendency they say they go pressure them for let it succumb onto the manner of their behavior. Yesterday I watched one video, I said tears. What I see what is school picking and they do to them accompany them. This about calling I think like a kind of a in-game money or people that don't get boku money. So before you share that money, they genuinely with accompany them. You say before I give you I for slap you. Before lay your hand, you hit in a chair, you rub you company in face. You slap it was like we shoot for
comedy? Was it not a comedy?
No. Real one. I slap you, I give 10,000. I slap you, I give that kind of thing. So it's really disheartening. I think we agree that a need for do intensified engagement with the school authorities. And then the schools say make them abundantly clear that the school say no go be zone for XYZ. Otherwise, then can pick they expel them out of the school. Let them go get training somewhere and reorganize their lives. Because they are the future of the country. If they begin for meddle with their future at that level, then the future of the country is self-doomed. But our state say this not to the first step we get that kind of conversations here. But some take it they say it better for repeat yourself because the more you repeat yourself, the clearer it becomes. And that's waiting they happen so. Not for lack of structures, not for lack of effort or even commitment. For the longest time, we don't get firm commitment. We leaders them, they spend sleepless nights, engage at every level, whether now the head of ONS, the head of a National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, almost all of the time they need to meetings. They discuss their kind here and how for strategize and give strength to we field officers and for take action. At the national level, we get the transnational organized crime units. This unit they dedicate them solely for fight organized criminal activities, both internally and the one we get cross-border effect. We get that the Queen Elizabeth II key, the C Corporation project, we call it CCOP. That one day now for look at anything with organized crime, we get the tendency for take place at the side of the day. Because once we go down strengthen the borders, whether na land, air, most of the criminal activities they actually happen around the sea front, around the sea borders, because they think say you're on a vulnerable side. We borders themselves we classify it into three parts. The brother be mentioned, we get class A, crossing point, also we get all of the paraphernalia, all of the asset them. And then it can happen on as a result of the volume of activities that happen in the traffic. Balamoya na one of those, Jendema na another one, Queen Elizabeth II King na another one, the national airports na another one, na Lungi, and that kind. They'll get class B crossing point. They one in a crossing point say we get less traffic. The volume of activities that happen there a little lower way compare them to what happen at the class A1. So even the officers the way they did it, not to officers we draw from every and any ministry will constitute that one day. Then we get, which is the biggest challenge for we, the class C crossing point. They are on a footpath. And by even with location between we and Guinea, evidence don't show say, like say, we get over 800 or more porous crossing point. Now footpath. Now some side between Salone and Guinea, now the Gambia axis, you veranda, it return to Guinea. your backyard, na Guinea. The same person in your house, in front, he turn to salon. So you can there also, if you greet your company, you exchange water and that kind of thing. That person in a Guinea day, this other person in a salon day. But borders them, naturally, they create them by putting fence. I don't think any country there in the world, I stand for be corrected, we get a whole country fenced, except for the islands. We're surrounded by water, then the middle and that kind. So before you can there at any cost, particularly cost water. But no country where they on land, not the way they fence the entire country. They create borders in the minds of people. People if understand say, if I cross from Guinea, I don't get no evil intention. I don't do into any criminality. Why I not go out for pass if now air I use the air and go to Guinea? Or I use Balamuya when I the easy crossing, but say all of the thing anyway for check me happen. If I go begin for pass with a motorbike, now a non-designated crossing point, hide, in fact, middle lane now, it means only I depend on something very wrong. And by the ECOWAS protocol on free movement of goods and services, that aspect of creating borders, boundaries between countries, now one way not tenable as far as that concept is concerned. Because it means people forget opportunity for move freely. If I go sit down in Gambia, I forgo so overnight I travel. Hence I do genuinely in terms of my activities. So now they kind thing them. But as a sector, we recognize the fact say border porosity, border security are one very critical and germane to the provision of security services for the country.
All right, okay.
So you want to say something?
Yeah, I want just touch on the school aspects for the drug testing. Drug testing is something, even as much as we commend the Sierra Leone Grammar School, I commend the Modern Elementary or Modern High School, yes, some other schools, and we get the same structure for like begin to do the testing. We have to be very careful because this na needle and syringe projects. Of course, na two ways they can test. Either they use the urine or they use the blood. And for me, you get effective testing, you get for definitely use the blood. And that one day na one way can be very critical. I would hope for say then schools there where they do that here because it's a lab something. One thing, and so we get beaucoup people who die in a salon because of mismatch of test results, HIV/AIDS. You understand? So when once schools they don't begin to adopt this system, make sure say we get the requisite professionals for able for do then testing way for be effective. We will give bad judgment on somebody, then later you want to come back for can clear the air. And they will know, because one thing will be for be very careful of again, and the fact say needle and syringe where we do them, we for make sure say we get enough of them.
We not recycle them.
We not recycle them. And now the same thing like what we try for do with respect to the sporting system. So the doping testing. You understand? For know how the sportsman them they do well at salon, but when they go international, they're not able for do well. And at times now when they don't go international, would be able for know say, oh, this person be into this substance use. So all of them things there we get for make sure say when we don't begin to use the drug testing in schools them, of course the agency like we the talk with the schools there for make them sure say the agency get a way for them to get an intervention. But one thing we always the profile is that get drug counselors. You picking them, not talk therapy. Doing the test is fine. Random testing is very good. But it's fine for get drug counselors. Now then school and not to just counselors. Counseling they in different categories. You get professional to them in different level. You understand? So we make sure say we get drug counselors them in them schools and they will want for take up them challenge there for begin to do them testing there. It's very, very good, but we get for do them with lots of caution and we get for do them with a tenant not for discriminate and not for harm one or the others. Because the intention for all of this now do no harm.
All right, we go take a quick commercial break and we'll go come. We'll go try for roundup on a stay tuned. This is Unity Morning Show.
Orange Maxit app, they give you more sweet special features we designed for make you life simple. No miss events. Buy tickets for concerts, sports match, or any show directly from the app. Enter the marketplace, shop latest products them, check special offer them, and enjoy exclusive deals. If you make mistake on transaction, no worry. The app gets instant reversal feature where they give you control over your money. All the special features, yeah, and more they waits for you inside the app. Download Maxit now and enjoy the full experience.
Orange.
As government and stakeholder them, they continue to implement the Productive Social Safety Net and Youth Employment Program, PSSNYE, where World Bank don't give Salon government $42 million for. National Commission for Social Action, NACSA, they use part of this amount for transfer money to us and family them. We pay per smack. Now, air them will not receive nothing yet through the Social Safety Net Program. For sake of this, government will extend this facility to new hostel we pay the money. Same way so, NACSA, they use part of this money for give money to Salon people for start their own business, train and mentor people them and connect them for agricultural program them where the government and non-governmental organization body them they operate. NACSA they also give this money to over 7,000 youths them to provide them with short-term work opportunity them upline through the Sustainable Cash for Work program.
As all this dey be, Freetown City Council go use spend this money for about over 6,000 youth them for clean the city and do other public work them na Freetown.
The National Youth Commission NACOM go use some of this money for support new and all youth group them for open their own business them na Freetown. Inside they go able to get access to money, training and counseling, but how for improve their own business them.
And then go implement this program na Bo, Makeni, Kenema, Port Loko and Freetown.
For complaints, comments and inquiries, call Anti-Corruption Commission or 077-985-985 or 077-986-986 or toll-free line on Africell, QCell and Orange 8515. This message will come out from the Anti-Corruption Commission ACC with support from the World Bank, UNICEF and the government of Sierra Leone.
All right, welcome back. This is now Unity Morning Show. We're there inside the studio with Samuel Duba, where he come from the Drug Enforcement Agent, and Harry where now the communications head now the Office of National Security. Before we take the message, Will, I want to ask you this last question. This will be my very last question, and we will go to with text messages and messages from the Facebook. Have you ever been faced with a situation wherein powers from above will ask you not to search this vehicle, these individuals, because we don't see certain names playing on social media very hard on this drug? Have you faced situations like that?
Need for state say we not to field officers in the sense another in a checkpoint, another into arresting people and what have you. However, the role we they play is so critical that if somebody want for compromise something, they get the power for Lord over me, they can do so. But in my entire life, as a personnel at the Office of National Security, I not see any possibility for face a situation where are required for take action and somebody tell me say don't take that action, not from anybody outside of the institution, not from anybody within the institution. In fact, the Office of National Security now one way they preach good behavior, they talk about the truth, even we motto na co veritas deceit, who say the truth they lead we. And if you begin for compromise actions, begin for compromise intelligence, because we dey in the business of collecting intelligence, collecting information, doing analysis of the intelligence and they for the betterment of society. I mean, the reason for which they establish ONS, the reason in Boku before the war, then details said they would not be able for going to Ram because of the time. But before the war, we all know, or even during the war, that the reporting channels now be one the way so Boku, they're so distorted to the extent that the people away now we lead as them.
they may find difficulty in taking certain decisions. So, for example, one thing, this person who can't report to Mr. Dugba, this other person who can't report this, the same issue. And we all report them from different lenses. So, I'm taking a report them because I report you to Mr. Dugba because I get personal beefing with you. Not to even reality, what it not be. Some people, they can't Congo other people and they call and report. People, they can't do, they call an intelligence. What they actually want for gain the attention of the leaders for their own personal benefit. That one, they don't be eliminated. The security system we get now, one way they report on issues. Issues we get the tendency for undermine peace and security. Issues we get the tendency for accelerate development. Now, they one and they will take action on, do analysis, who sign up for proper advice to the recommendations we come. We advise. We can call groupings. Now that make the NS call, the National Security Coordinator. Now the Office of National Security. Now one way highly prioritize engagement with people. Whenever it thinks something may happen around, say for example, the transport sector, they go call on the leadership and the members then for come say, let we sit down, let we get a dialogue. Let we understand we say. So that whatever on a thing say una want, so una actually deserve forget. We go help una follow una get them using the due process other than una go do something other thing. So they meet with bike riders, with motor drivers, traders union, civil society, the religious leaders, political parties, all geared towards ensuring that we get sanity for prevailing our society. So if I for answer you, as a sector, we not the envisage. We don't want to forget a situation where say somebody they performing duty, they say powers from above, don't tell me this and that kind of thing. So I'm thinking the powers from above, they really can be elusive. They can be something that we know they even for identify. Sometimes somebody they just use your own discretion. They say, no, I don't get authority from this for do that kind of thing and so on and so forth. So yes, we know they get that kind, I not get that kind of situation there. And I know they look forward for get that kind of situation there. Now that make all day now we talk about policies, we talk about issues. We only they continue for appeal to every person, whether they in leadership, opinion leader and that kind of thing. For let you take what we they do into good faith, because now for and on behalf of the people of Sierra Leone they do and for the benefit of Sierra Leone. And for NSA, the fact that we choose for work now ONS and NDLA, now the price they pay for serve humanity. They come with risk. About as long as what you know say they do, now your conscience you deserve, now God you deserve, now humanity you deserve. You don't get nothing for free.
All right. We go read some messages. I get 3 messages we can. Maybe from both say, congratulations, Mr. Will. I really enjoyed the way the Office of National Social Security is working. But again, if they are burning drugs, when you are standing there, would you tell the people to leave, or you all just stand and allow them to watch when explosion takes place? I truly believe in your work, and I have followed you in many other media houses. You are very articulate, but again, I have some reservation with your security mandate. Let's face the fact, Salon drug issue in Hartford not just a pull and put to find a way to answer the questions from the interviewers. That come from Mary from Bo. Ibrahim from Australia via WhatsApp say, Mr. Dugba, I truly feel that this drug fighting is misconnecting the populace. If you can tell us that the video on social media, it's misconception, then I figure out why your own boss was shouting over his voice, educating the public that a man has fallen off the roof, he broke his leg, and he was arrested. But you cannot ascertain that in this studio. Why is the disconnect? That comes from Ibrahim, Australia. And the last one I go read come as a text message. Congratulations to the interviewers. I really enjoy both of you. It looks like una two na tattoo and yawa. Any side na media na una two they do. Una keep up the good work. Educating us is giving us the pleasure. Believing in the security from what Mr. Will is saying, it's very good. And I know Sierra Leone is heading for another level. But again, can President Bio bring the... I can't read that. All right. So far, that particular side, I can't read it. Those are the messages that I have. Suma.
All right, on the Facebook page to start with, this one come from Amara Barcelona from McKinney. Said these issues of drug fight in the wider range of fights where the government has the lion's share in it. However, a lot has been done, like arrest, raids, a lot more. But again, more needs to be done. Suleiman Jallo says, Samuel Dubai, I say you are not consistent in your figures. Can you please clarify the street value of the drugs destroyed on November 12, 2025? Koro Jane says, would you provide that simple ideas to the public when I don't know what the person is saying? Koro again says, I really believe anyone caught in relation to drug issue should be jailed for a long time. The last message I will read for now from Amara Basila again says, if the government is ready to fight and eradicate this drug issue in this country, it's very simple. Last question I will read come out from Amara again. Amara says, Mr. Samuel, can you please give us a statistical update since President Bio announced put voice in the fight against drug? So these are the messages so far we get. So let's start with Samuel. Samuel, start with the statistics, please.
Okay, so it is better at times when coming to studio you come prepared. So 1,098 wraps of kush.
So please, you can also indicate the range, the duration. If not one, yes, sorry.
So as of 12 November, the destruction. 1,098 wraps of kush cost roughly wraps of kush in the case of inquiry file CR number Ds weighing 300 grams with an estimated street value of 10,080 new loads. 3.5 polythene bags of kush indicates an inquiry file of CR number 211-2025 weighing 3.5 kg with an estimated street value of 350,000 new loans. 54 compressed parcels of cocaine indicates an inquiry file number CR number 279-2025 weighing 52.9 kg with an estimated street value of 324,000 United States dollars. 79 grosses of tramadol in the case an inquiry file number 219-2025 weighing 10 kg with an estimated street value of 100,000 new loans. 40 compressed parcels of cannabis sativa in the case an inquiry file number 203-2025 weighing 40 kg with an estimated street value of 8,000 new loans. 11 transparent bags, each containing kush, 2.5 filled nylon bags, each containing kush, 13 1-liter jar, each containing liquid methanol, and 2 acetone container in the case and inquiry file number 184-2025 weighing 300.5 kg with an estimated street value of 1,500,000 new loans. 52 bundles of cannabis sativas in the case and inquiry file number 168-2025 weighing 70 kg with an estimated street value of 100,000 new loans. 53 compressed parcels of cannabis sativa in the case and inquiry file number 200/2025 weighing 34 kg with an estimated street value of 68,000 new loans. 34 compressed parcels of cannabis sativas in the case and inquiry file number 187-2025 weighing 30 kg with an estimated street value of 60,000 new loans. 8 compressed parcels of cannabis sativa in the case and inquiry file number 192-2025 weighing 7.9 kg with an estimated street value of 16,000 new loans. 9 half-filled polythene bags of marshmallow leaves and 5-gallon rubber, each containing acetone, in the case and inquiry file number 161-2025 weighing 10.5 kg with an estimated street value of 1,200,000 new loans. 5 polythene bags, each containing kush, in the case and inquiry file number 176-2025 weighing 6 kg with an estimated street value of 600,000 new loans. 46 pellets of cocaine in case and inquiry file number 177-2025 weighing 1.1 kg with an estimated street value of 500,000 United States dollars. 16 grosses and 5 packets of tramadol in case and inquiry file number 166-2025 weighing 2.1 kg with an estimated street value of 35,000 new loans. 12 parcels of cannabis sativas in case and inquiry file number 169-2025 weighing 11 kg with an estimated street value of 10,000 new loans. Cartons of expired pharmaceutical drugs in case and inquiry file number 198-2025 weighing 15 kg with an estimated street value of 50,000 new loans. 2 big bundles of cannabis sativas, 36 parcels of cannabis sativas and 30 wraps of cannabis sativa in the case and inquiry file number 232-2025 weighing 10 kg with an estimated street value of 30,000 new loans. Liquid precursor chemicals in case and inquiry file number 482-2024 weighing 15.1 kg with an estimated street value of 30,000 new loans. So far.
Wow, I feel like we're releasing election results then.
Yeah, because at times
this
the reason why people can actually they push me. I can tell that so that they ticklish me because this the substances that we burn. Of course, we don't hear all the. We don't put all the total cost, but we able to give each one thing that we burn in street value, and you go know say if you put all that together, plenty money, and all these are efforts for ensure say the public get more confidence. Say we will make the arrest there. Now money will go burn. We get for show the public for make them know say waiting that they give me as reports. Now waiting that they see will they destroy for discourage the drug cartel and for ensure say we get more public confidence. That's not the essence of this. The possible way they say are they misconnect waiting me boss say concerning the video. Of course, I not deny say the person not for them. Of course, I'm not denying say the person not broken foot. But the thing here is, for say, this aspect of whether possible for them, for say, we forget sympathy. Compare that person for them a broken foot. Compared to what they do, we now harm to the society.
No.
So, definitely, instead of people look at the negative side, let them look at the positive side of where that person even though we for them, what if it be for them but you able to escape? Then we not see the thing there. But because of it for them, we still able for a prayer able lead me to Usai eating and day. And we still able get the consignment said. If you watch the video, you see where the person is sit up, the soldier man and they, you understand? Then where they carry the person and return. They take the person back, they go to an emergency, pull an emergency, count and a corner. You understand? So it's a care process, in fact.
Okay.
All right.
So one would not get time. Will you get your?
Yes. Most of the questions are commendation And from the round of questions we come, it really shows say people they follow their kind of programs here. We want to encourage them that some of the information we they get, we they really think say is good for society, and people are not listening to that in no area. Let them tell them this one, because it's fine for we all. Somebody mentioned say the fight against drugs, now we say na salon is difficult. Believe me, nobody know they say it's an easy thing. It's difficult anywhere, even for the most advanced countries in the world. They find difficulty for fight drugs. For people already into drugs, if you not catch them, you know they left. As we talk to, if you go to some community now, even people already listen, we go even call a radio program saying, say they know they help you community this something at the Nepal say. Even as we speak. So now difficult thing. Nothing when like a monster, now a devilish thing. Now I make at times just like for smoke or for drink something where you could be addicted to. You know, fine for beginner. Just one sling, one wrap, one taste of kush go make you take 1,000 more taste. Just one trip of trafficking where you do, they lure you into other more traffickings. As long as they no catch a person there, they always want to stay afloat. So, and because of that one day, then they build networks. If they catch me, I bear the brunt alone. If the law enforcement want, let them find a way forget the information, but they don't get it from me. So you find out saying like a cult because of the benefit way they bring them come. Because even when they go into that one day, then they sign up to some bond that if they catch you, not to me, you to the cage. You call me name, then you are not only in for problem with the government or with the law, you are also in problem with we and you. And then even assure they say they came for help them for come out of their situation and they as the case may be. So we will keep the good work. The arrests they make, you know, only limited to Sierra Leoneans, especially now we border crossing point to do arrest foreigners, Nigerians, Liberians, Guineans. Recently we catch a Zambian lady we try for use with airport for traffic cocaine for go another part of the world. Try the information or the theory they spread on social media. Now like not only Guinea, they arrest people who they come on as alone, or Liberians. I mean Sierra Leone really go na Liberia and that kind of thing. The reality that why say they arrest, we say they arrest people and with of their own nationals. What see we they call for now that we all get for partner together for ensure say we eradicate this menace.
All right, thank you very much, guys, for watching. It has been a good opportunity for what we do with we. We all know say if we not watch we know they come on air, and even if we come on air, also we not get a review. We not go able for get the results where we studio guests they need for go along with. Plenty thank you to all una we send una text message and una know say we really hold una so we chest. My name na Elizabeth Kefwe Kembe.
And me na Yusuf Mosiri Suma for wish you all the best. But thank you to camera operators at the studios, Alfred Pewa, David Hardin, when at the head of technical team as well. Alpha Joba will help with the graphics and also the pictures, and also for talent. Thank you. Will provide for you the sound. But thank you to producer for this midweek edition, Wena Sulaiman Jallo and the entire production team. I wish you a lovely and wonderful midweek. Bye bye.
Unity Broadcasting Television don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform Salon people home and abroad. TV don't come. For developments now we country TV. Unify, sensitize and inform we all. For developments now we nation salon. Unity Broadcasting TV don't come. For developments now we country TV. Unify, sensitize and inform we all. For developments now we nation salon. We now independent media house. We dey here for unify, sensitize and inform. Sierra Leoneans home and abroad.
We dey here so for talk, but wetin dey happen? Political discussion.
You for know about salon politics.
Religious messages, entertainment self no go left bien.
We no go left nothing bien no.
TV don't come.
For developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize and inform we all.
For development we nation salon.
This not the team them where we dey talk but
Sierra Leone political history,
defeating the lives of fake people.
waiting they be na social media.
One-on-one interview, we go bring you all the hot topics.
Unity Broadcasting TV say,
And we let peace and better salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come.
Developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize and